BVI Asia Abroad Scholarship Program was established in 2020 by the BVI Hong Kong Office under the directorship of Dr. Ricardo Wheatley, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, Youth Affairs and Sports during my time as Minister of Education. As Premier, I have continued to support the hard work of the Hong Kong Office via the International Affairs Secretariat over the last year to provide more opportunities for our students to complete their university education. After 3 years of great effort by the BVI Hong Kong Office, the program has borne fruit, and our first cohort of Virgin Islanders are going off to study in Asia this August and September. 4 students in total today, and we are taking the occasion to celebrate this momentous step in the BVI's development. 2023 is a major step in the history of the Virgin Islands and the education of our people. In the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, the first wave of tertiary education available to our students centered primarily on the Caribbean, University of the West Indies, the University of the Virgin Islands, and other institutions in this region. From the mid-1980s, the United States and Canada became the primary study destinations. In the early 2000s, the United Kingdom followed as a primary destination for study with the introduction of home fees for Virgin Islanders. Today, we are now making another leap, traveling even further to develop BVI talent in the Asia-Pacific region, the emerging economic and cultural center of the world in the 21st century. Today, I want to recognize our students as we see them off and wish them well on this new and uncharted journey. These 4 students are pioneers, taking the first steps from which we hope many, many others will follow.
This year, our students will be studying in Taiwan and Macau across 4 universities in a broad variety of fields, including environmental science, education psychology, public health, and tourism. We invite them now to give a few words to the public.
Good afternoon, I'm Adante, and today I'm a recipient for this wonderful program that is being launched today to further studies for students in the BVI abroad, currently in the Asia region. I think I speak for us all today when I say we are firm believers that the aspirations for the youths should be nurtured and celebrated by the elders of the community. And today, with the launch of this program, we are all so proud to be a part of it. As we dream to inspire others, we hope that it does not end with us who are in this room today, but be furthered by the next generation that comes after us. Thank you.
Thank you. We want to thank all who have been instrumental in building and promoting the Asia Abroad Scholarship Program, including the Ministry of Education, in particular Dr. Marcia Potter, the Permanent Secretary in Education, Mrs. Carolyn Stout-Igwe, Permanent Secretary in Premier's Office, Mrs. Carolyn McCollin, Scholarship Officer in the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Delma Maduro, BVI Tourist Board Chairman, Mr. Clive McCoy, BVI Tourist Board Director, and Mrs. Sharon Flax-Brutus, Chairman of the BVI Hotel and Yacht Association, Mrs. Deborah Hodge, Director of Student Life at HLSCC, Mr. Ron Grant, and Mr. Kamal Haynes of 284 Media. We also owe immense thank you to the universities who have kindly partnered with us to present these opportunities. We want to pay special thanks to the persons who volunteered their time to sit on the Asia Abroad Scholarship Interview Committee to assess the candidates and give recommendations for applicants. These include Mrs. Carol McCollin, Mrs. Amanique Robinson Pickering, Mrs. Lauren Reimer, Mrs. Sharon Flax-Brutus, Mr. Hakeem Cricky, and Mr. Mervyn Hastings. We will be announcing the opening of applications for the 2024 intake in the coming weeks. We are hoping to see many more applicants and look forward to engaging with you some more.